first glance, this painting looks calm. A woman, a man, a quiet forest, and a moment of rest. But look closer. This is not just beauty, this is mythology, temptation, power, and warning, painted in silence. This is Rambha and Shukra by Raja Ravi Varma, and every detail here is deliberate. Raja Ravi Varma was one of the first Indian artists to paint Indian myths using European realism. He gave gods and celestial beings human faces, real bodies, and real emotions. Through his art, mythology became relatable, and Rambha and Shukra is a perfect example of that. Rambha is not an ordinary woman. She is an Apsara, a celestial nymph from Hindu mythology. Apsara were known for their beauty, grace, and charm, but they were also instruments of divine intention. They were often sent by gods to distract sages whose penance threatened cosmic balance. Rambha represents desire, but not in a shallow way. She represents temptation as a test. Shukra is a sage or ascetic, deeply immersed in spiritual discipline. His presence is calm, grounded, inward looking. He represents restraint, discipline, and spiritual focus. The contrast between Rambha and Shukra is intentional. Rambha showcases movement, softness, allure, while Shukra represents stillness, control, and introspection. This painting is not about romance, it's about inner conflict. Now let's decode the body language in this painting so you'll understand the painting better. Rambha's body is relaxed, flowing, open. Her posture draws the eye effortlessly. Shukra, on the other hand, is composed, reserved, and almost withdrawn. They occupy the same space, but not the same emotional world. The space between them matters. It is charged but restrained. This distance symbolizes the thin line between desire and discipline. Raja Ravi Varma uses warm, earthly tones for Rambha: soft skin, rich fabrics, gentle light. Shukra is painted in muted shades, simple clothing, minimal ornamentation. This contrast reinforces the theme: sensory world versus the spiritual world, material beauty versus the inner pursuit. Yet Ravi Varma does something subtle. He doesn't demonize Rambha. She is painted with dignity, because temptation itself is not evil. It is part of being human. This painting asks a quiet but powerful question: can discipline survive desire? And can beauty exist without corruption? Rambha is not the villain. Shukra is not superior. They are two forces that coexist in life: desire and restraint, pleasure and purpose. Even today, this painting feels relevant. We live in a world full of distractions, constantly pulling us away from focus and meaning. Rambha and Shukra reminds us that inner conflict is timeless. The struggle between what we want and what we strive to become has always existed. This is not just a mythological scene, it's a psychological one. A moment frozen between temptation and restraint, between human instinct and higher purpose. And that is why Rambha and Shukra is not just a beautiful painting, it's a mirror. If there's any other painting you'd like me to decode, I'd love to hear your suggestions. Thank you for watching.